A Tale of Two Hygienists presents this week's TIPisode, quick and easy tips to keep you up to date and presented by the experts in the profession. Now, get ready for your unofficial TIPisode.
We're here to help you to realize the new science of the microbiome evolution. It's the new science. Basically, if you understand the microbiome, if you understand what makes your 100 trillion single-celled organism tick, you can only get healthy yourself. You can also get your patients healthy chairside. Scientific American in 2015 reported the new science of the microbiome is literally shaking the foundation of medicine and shaking the foundation of nutrition. A few things you can do to support your 80 trillion gut flora and enjoy more overall health is the following 10 things.
Here we go. Number 1. Exercising most days of the week will boost your flora diversity. I've kicked so many cravings just by adding exercising a few times a week. It's easier than you think. Just take the first step and don't delay.
Number 2, 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables. Did you know that 95% of your patients, 95% of you don't eat the recommended amount of vegetables every day? When I ask my naturopathic doctor patients, they say the number one thing North Americans do to get healthy is simply eat more vegetables. It's the fiber. Fundamentally, your fiber, they have a foundational relationship with fiber. What they want is they want this on a daily basis. 25 grams a day for women, 35 for men. It's so important. And literally only 5% of your patients are having enough. And literally when they eat fiber, they ferment it in the large intestine. And what happens is they make short chain fatty acids. You know what short chain fatty acids are? SCFAs. They're the most potent anti-inflammatory agents the body makes. It literally douses the flames of inflammation in the periodontium, in the joints, in the arteries, and in your patient's brains.
Number 3, you gotta manage your stress. It literally strangles your happy-go flora. Anxiety, frustration, envy, resentment, they all sap your mojo because the elevated cortisol, it slows down digestion, it shrinks your hippocampus, the seat of your memory. Take a deep breath through the nose when you're upset, taking a moment to step back and ask yourself, will this matter 5 years from now? Because a stress master, you need to become a stress master and enjoy all the moments that you're missing.
Number 4, sleep is so foundational. It's not even a pillar of health. It's foundational. Literally, when it's dark, you need to be asleep. When it's awake, you need to be alert and alive. Literally, basically, for a million years of human history, we're talking prehistory. Anytime we're awake at nighttime, we're sabotaging the health of our microbiome. Literally, 100 years ago, only 1% of the population slept less than 6 hours a night. In 2020, a third of our patients are sleeping less than 6 hours. Literally, a third of our patients are not getting the rest they need. Regardless of a good day's sleep, you need to sleep 7 to 9 hours a night. This is according to research by Matthew Walker, PhD in Berkeley. So any patient that's a poor sleeper is a poor healer. We need to talk about this chair side. They're starving for the information. They're not getting it elsewhere. Why not you?
Number 5, use antibiotics only when necessary. They do kill bacteria, as per the microbiologist Marty Blazer, PhD, and disrupt your good flora for 6 to 12 months after any prescription. It's a good idea to take a probiotic during the prescription and get some good sleep. Have a salad each day to bring stability to that gut garden of yours.
And what kind of probiotic? Well, what I love, I've tried them all. Align, Ultimate Flora, Renew. I basically come down to Hyperbiotics. Hyperbiotics out of Nevada, so hyperbiotics.com. If you want one of the best probiotics I've seen, they have definitely 7 to 8 different lines. They have one for emotional well-being. They have one for kids. They have one for people over 50. I'm taking right now Pro-Compete, literally for the athletic patient. So it's one way. If someone's taking an antibiotic, one of the best ways to bring stability and diversity to your flora is to literally take a probiotic during the next 30 days of that antibiotic prescription. And some people might need 60 days because they've been out of sorts for so long. So probiotics is a great thing you can take. It's a great adjunct. And it's whatever the patient wants. I've often shown the patient's chair side literally where they can go. So if you want to actually save some money yourself, if you want to actually try them yourself, because I basically say you can't take your patients on a journey that you haven't been on. So go to hyperbiotics.com, use coupon code FITLOVE at the checkout, and you can save 20% off your first order. That's our gift to you today. So number 6, filtered water rocks as chlorine is antibacterial. Think of the 100 trillion cells in your body. They're bacteria. So anytime you're drinking water that's chlorine filled, it is antibacterial, causing instability. Also, think of your mitochondria. They have bacterial origins 500 million years ago. These little bacterial organisms entered our body to give us ATP, which basically rock our world. 86,000 heartbeats a day, 20,000 breaths a day. We need ATP. And the basis is our mitochondria. Because they have bacterial origins, we got to treat our microbiome with kit gloves. So filtered water, reverse osmosis, any way you want to. Our patients are starving for this information.
Number 7, this one's for the hygienist. Don't be hyper clean. There is the hygiene hypothesis that says being too clean with detergents and antibacterial cleaners on our skins will disrupt your normal flora. A 2014 Danish study showed children who grew up in an environment that's microbial rich have stronger immune systems.
Number 8, eat a wide variety of food. Consuming the same food items every day is so boring for your wild and woolly single-cell friends who love it when we go off the beaten path. The whole idea being is the more diverse your food intake, the more diverse your grocery shopping. I would say every week try one new thing. Artichokes, leeks, scallion, shallots. Onions are fine, but why not red onions? Why not spring onions? Why not garlic? Anytime you try something new, your microbiome loves it. Did you know that 10 to 20 to 100,000 years ago, the average male or female cave woman would eat on average about 200 different food items every 7 days. In 2020, 80% of what we eat is the same 12 items. We're literally strangling our gut garden. And in every rainforest, diversity rules. So if you want the healthiest gut garden possible, if you want the healthiest patients possible, encourage them to have a more diverse food intake. So I challenge you and challenge your patients. Every week, try one new food item every time they go grocery shopping.
Number 9, avoid a sedentary behavior. Your gut flora thinks you're close to the end of your life cycle and starts shutting down mitochondria, your amazing energy factories. Think of sitting for extended periods of time as sending every cell in your body decay messages. What's your decision? Decay messages or live messages?
Number 10, get into the sun for 30 minutes a day. Talk about vitamin D. 80% of the population is low in vitamin D. Vitamin D is important for your immune system. It's important for protein synthesis. It's important for muscle. It's important for calcium absorption. Literally, it's impossible to have a strong immune system without getting enough sunlight. But another reason, microbial reason or bacterial reason, is the fact that your microbiome is very sensitive to the light-dark cycle. They tap into the brain. Actually, they send all these messages to the vagus nerve. It's literally called your enteric nervous system. Do you know there's 100 million cells in your gut garden? Do you know that's about the size of a cat's brain? For those of you who have cats, you have an intuitive sense in your body. Literally, Michael Gershon, author of the book, The Second Brain, said that your gut, when you're in tune with it, when you don't have disruption, when you don't have constipation, when you don't have reflux, you can tap into the intuitive sense that happens in your gut. So get out in the sun before noon every day and let your gut know that it's awake and alive. It's the best way to be alert. So those are your 10 things. Those are your 10 things you can share with your patients, because basically within every dental hygienist, you have it within your scope of practice to talk nutrition. And did you know that the microbiome is one of the ways that you can impact health as much as your genes do? That is at FitSpeakers. That's my Instagram, at FitSpeakers, and tooth_boss. So follow at tooth_boss for more daily wellness inspiration.
We hope you enjoyed this week's TIPisode. Be sure to reach out to our guest experts and let them know how helpful their tips were. Follow AToTH Hygienist on Facebook, Instagram, and head over to AToTHhygienist.com and subscribe to our newsletter. You can also email us at AToTHhygienist@gmail.com and keep listening for more awesome content from your unofficial dental hygiene podcast.